Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. During its regular meeting on February 18th, the Greensboro City Council voted unanimously to amend the zoning regulations designated for planned unit development. This amendment will assist housing developers with the approval process on projects that typically pose specific challenges. The zoning change will allow for adjustments to certain lots, determine the type of structures that can be constructed on those lots, and modify parking and street design restrictions. The timing of this decision supports both the City Council's commitment to increase the stock of attainable housing and the new Road to 10,000 initiative recently introduced by city leadership. City Manager Nathaniel Trey Davis said the city is willing to think outside of the box and live up to our priority of being the easiest place to do business. Amending the zoning regulations will give more creativity and flexibility for housing development. This will be especially helpful with challenging topographic sites. Efforts are underway to begin implementation of the Road to 10,000 plan, which involves creating a work group by mid-March comprised of city staff and key stakeholders. Today through Friday, February 28th, a city contractor will perform sewer line smoke testing in the following neighborhoods and traffic patterns: Dudley Heights, Lincoln Heights, College Forest, East Gate City Boulevard, Noco Park, South Benbow Road, Pasadena and Logan, the Ashboro Community, Benjamin Benson, and Stevens Street. During this testing, a non-toxic smoke is introduced into manholes and eventually flows into the sewer lines. The smoke will identify any open breaks in the city's sewer collection system, as well as improper connections such as roof downspouts. The smoke is non-toxic, white to gray in color, has a slight odor, and poses no fire hazard. Residents should pour a gallon of water into each sink, tub, and floor drain not used on a daily basis. This fills the P-traps and ultimately prevents smoke from entering your home. Traffic signs and cones mark the testing locations, and motorists are encouraged to use alternate routes. Dates and times may change due to the weather or last-minute changes in the work schedule. Sewer line tests are part of the city's ongoing sewer rehabilitation program, which is funded by water and sewer rates. To report a water or sewer emergency, call the Water Resources 24-hour hotline at 336-373-2033. To learn more about lane and road closures and to subscribe to receive email notices about upcoming construction on city streets, visit the city's website. The city's Law Enforcement Assisted Diversion Team, or LEAD, is partnering with the Guilford County Division of Public Health to host Black Balloon Day. The community is invited to gather from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday, March 6th at LeBauer Park to honor the lives of those lost to an overdose. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, drug overdose is one of the leading causes of accidental death in the United States. Diane and Lauren Hurley founded Black Balloon Day to honor their relative Greg Tremblay. 10 years ago, the husband and father of 4 died at age 38 from an overdose. Communities across the country observe the Remembrance Day to draw awareness to nationwide opioid epidemic. Attendees may write the names of lost loved ones on black balloons to honor their memory. The balloons will not be released. In conjunction with the Guilford County Department of Health and Human Services, the LEAD team will be on site providing community resources and naloxone. The event will also feature music, refreshments, door prizes, and guest speakers. LEAD is part of the Community Safety Department. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
Help your child have a healthy school year by practicing these ABCs. A. Always follow infection prevention guidelines. Make sure that you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze with your elbow. And wear a mask when required. Activate a healthy sleep routine. Make sure that you practice good sleep hygiene. all electronics off at least 2 hours before bedtime, a normal routine every night for your child, and make sure that they get an adequate amount of sleep. B, begin each day with a healthy breakfast. Breakfast helps kids in school with energy and focus. It is also important that they have a healthy meal to start the day. Make sure that your child has breakfast every day and make it as healthy as possible. Build in time for exercise during your child's daily routine. Exercise helps keep us healthy and also reduces our stress. It also helps your child focus during the school day. Keep it fun and make it a family event. C, catch up on vaccinations and well child exams. If your child's well exam was delayed due to COVID, now is a good time to get them back on track. If your child is eligible for the COVID vaccine, they should get it. Control stress. School can cause stress for your kids. Homework, assignments, due dates can add to pressure for your children. It is important to have outlets to alleviate stress, including meditation, relaxation, exercise. If you feel like your kid has too much stress in their lives, please contact a medical professional for more help. Caregivers, these tips are for you too. Lead by example. Your children are watching.
If you live in one of the city's 3 historic districts, find out how you could be recognized by the Historic Preservation Commission. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Greensboro Historic Preservation Commission is gearing up for Historic Preservation Month in May. The commission is prepared to recognize excellence in repair work, restoration, and rehabilitation projects within Greensboro's 3 locally designated historic districts: College Hill, Dunleith, and Fisher Park. Projects completed during 2024 may be submitted online. Anyone may nominate a project, and the commission will accept self-nominations. Eligible projects must have been issued a certificate of appropriateness. Submissions are required to include a short narrative describing the project, along with photos from before and after. Outstanding examples will be recognized for project quality, impact, and success in adhering to the design standards. The deadline for submissions is Friday, April 18th. Finalists will be announced at the Historic Preservation Commission meeting on Wednesday, April 30th. Honorees will be recognized at the Commission's meeting on Wednesday, May 28th. Creative Greensboro has selected 10 local artists whose work is being featured on the digital kiosks located throughout downtown Greensboro. Each artist receives a $500 honorarium, and their art will be displayed for 10 weeks. The artists were selected from a pool of more than 30 applicants. Jackie Boone, director of Creative Greensboro, said these talented individuals bring diverse artistic visions that reflect the cultural richness of their individual experiences and our city. We're excited to showcase and uplift the work of local visual artists. The following artists and their works of art are displayed on the downtown kiosks: Patricia Sanchez, Sachi Deli, Roy Maiko Carter, Melanie McAllister, Olatomai Bulagan Juarez, Shelby DeGarmo, Carrington Gardner, Rukaya Williams, Inio Bong Roberts, and Gabrielle Edwards. Patricia Sanchez and Sachi Deli kick off the showcase with their works titled Reflection and El Luto del Inmigrante, which means the mourning of the immigrant. The kiosks will display the artist's name, artwork, the artist's title and medium, and a QR code that viewers can use to learn more about the artist and their work. The artists will also be featured on the city's website, Creative Greensboro's social media, and the monthly newsletter. To learn more about Creative Greensboro, visit the city's website. Creative Greensboro has selected 5 Guilford County-based artists and groups for its residency at the Hires program. Artists will create and showcase their talents in the Stephen D. Hires Theater from April through October. Each resident will receive a $1,200 stipend, technical and marketing support, along with rent-free access to the 88-seat Black Box Theater located at the Greensboro Cultural Center. The first residency features a production from Mike Brannon and AGI Productions. They will celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Hires Theater. Julia Miro and the Little Independent Theater Residency Project will both honor the theatrical origins and challenge stereotypes. Choreographer, dancer, and teacher Eli Motley will stage and further develop an interactive dance theater piece called Cafe 808. Sun Queen and the Solar Flares residency will be an immersive experience including live performances, a fashion show, and a talk show. Last but not least, Sage Chioma invites you to experience the transformative power of self-healing through this one-woman show titled Sweet Medicine, an elixir of hope and healing. To learn more about the residency at the Hires, visit the city's website. As cold as the weather has been, including a little snow and ice, many of you may be wishing for the warmth of summer weather. Coming up after the break, find out how you can invest in our community no matter the weather by volunteering. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Rain or shine, chilly or warm, no matter the weather, there is a need to keep our green spaces litter-free year-round. Joining me now to explain how you can play a vital role in keeping our community clean is Amy Moyle. She is a recreation assistant with the Greensboro Parks and Recreation Department. Hello, Amy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you. So you actually coordinate volunteers. We have all kinds of opportunities throughout the city for people to volunteer. Tell us about the volunteer opportunities available specifically through Parks and Recreation.
We have a lot of volunteer opportunities, and we also have volunteers for every age and every physical opportunity. So everything from individual opportunities in our parks and facilities, big parks like Country Park or Barber Park. We have things like at the Woven Works, the pollinator gardens. We have people out there weeding. So there's lots of different things. We have opportunities for kids. We have opportunities for a lot of our big opportunities are with our Adopt a Street and Adopt a Park programs. We also do youth coaching. We're always looking for coaches, volunteer coaches for some of the youth opportunities. And we also do community service, so court ordered in particular. So we get people with speeding tickets who need to do community service. So those are some of the different things we do.
Okay, so you mentioned Adopt a Park and Adopt a Street.
Right.
So let us know about that and how can people support either of those programs?
Well, Greensboro has over 100 community parks, and we have various groups and individuals who can adopt either a park or adopt a segment of street. And the way that works is they, we find a park that's a good fit for them, or we find a street segment that's a good fit for them, and then they basically agree to a 2-year agreement. And the agreement is really pretty straightforward. So what you're agreeing, it's 2 years, it's a 2-year period, and what you're agreeing to is basically that your group will do at least 4 cleanups a year, and then you'll report on the cleanups and also let us know about things. The park program in particular is really great because it's our eyes and ears into the park, and it really helps out. With the park program in particular, there's usually a bigger opportunity that they can do in the 2-year period. So for example, they may do some painting, they may do some planting. If there's planting, they work with Parks and Rec to make sure that the things are being planted that work for the park. Yes. With the street, it's primarily just going up once a quarter and doing cleanups, reporting on what you're seeing out there, letting us know where any of the debris is to be picked up. And we have about 100 parks, city parks, that people are able to adopt, and right now about 75 of them are adopted.
Oh,
so we
wow.
only have about 25 parks left that
Okay.
haven't been adopted. So there's still opportunity, and street-wise we have a lot of streets that really
Sure.
need attention. We have hot spots, so you don't even need to be an adopt-a-partner to be able to go out and clean up one of our streets. We have a number of people who are kind of like roving helpers that go out and clean up with the streets.
And if you don't want to commit to 2 years and you just say, Saturday, I'm doing nothing, I want to help the community, do you have one-time volunteer opportunities and people can still feel like they're contributing?
We do, and in fact, we even can provide supplies.
Okay.
So we have bags and gloves, we have grabbers, we have vests that people can check out, and you can get service credits for it. So we have opportunities, especially a lot of the sororities and fraternities who need to be doing service credits are some of our adoptive partners, or they may just do a one-time cleanup event.
Okay, good to know, good to know. And then of course we want our young people to feel like there's something for them, and you mentioned at the top of the segment that there's something for all ages. So what do you recommend, or what do you have available for our kids?
So there are a couple of different things. We can do individual programs, so sometimes the kids will go out and they'll help out with our adopta partners, or they can just do a one-time event that we can set up for them. We'll find something that's safe for them to do. The other thing is we do some things with scouts. So for example, they may want to do some kind of a project. We've had scouting projects where they've worked with the city to figure out how to do a pollinator garden in a park, or they may do some plantings in the park. So there's various things that we can do with the kids as well.
Nice. So if anyone watching has listened and they feel like volunteering outdoors is their thing, how can they connect with you so they can get started?
Well, one of the easiest things to do is to go to GSO Parks and Rec, all one word, .com, and then look at the volunteer tab, and there's ways to contact us that way. They can also always just email adopt-a@greensboro-nc.gov, or they can call our office at 336-373-7507.
Okay, so any of those roads will get you connected. We want to thank you, Amy, for taking time to tell us about all the options that folks can get outdoors and volunteer. Do come back and let us know about other opportunities.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That segment is coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. These City Council meetings take place in the Katie Dorsett Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building, located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Cablecast. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Metropolitan Planning Organization, or MPO, has released the final draft of its Go Borough Long Range Transit Plan. The document is available for public review and completion of an online survey through Sunday, March 9th. Once the feedback is received and compiled, the MPO's Transportation Advisory Committee will review the updated plan at its Wednesday, March 12th meeting. At that time, the plan could be approved and recommended for adoption by the Greensboro City Council. Go Borough is a strategic initiative designed to enhance transit in the Greensboro area and work towards a car-optional future. Developed with extensive public input from more than 3,200 public comments gathered through 2 phases of outreach, 31 public events, and local media coverage. The MPO coordinates transportation planning for much of Guilford County. The policy board consists of elected officials from Greensboro and Guilford County, plus a member of the North Carolina Board of Transportation. For more information, contact Tram Truong at 336-373-2903. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, prepare to mark your calendars for the places to go and things to do on the town.
I'm Dave, and here's some special events happening this week on the town. Calling all lovers, cruel summers, and masterminds. It's time to shake it off at the Greensboro Science Center's Laser Taylor Swift Show, February 28th. Watch dazzling laser lights bring your favorite hits to life in an unforgettable show that will leave you saying, "You belong with me." Learn more and get tickets at greensboroscience.org. Television personality, author, and famed foodist Alton Brown brings his final national theater tour to the Tanger Center February 28th. With more than 8 million social media followers, Brown has created some of the most popular and successful live, interactive, culinary variety shows. Find tickets online at tangercenter.com. The Piedmont's Discovery Hiking Series visits the Bald Eagle Trail March 1st. A local trails expert leads the hike along the path which hugs the shores of Lake Higgins. No experience is needed, and participants will walk away with some Piedmont Discovery swag. Register for this free event online at greensboro-nc.gov. Blake Shelton's Friends and Heroes Tour plays the First Horizon Coliseum March 1st. Craig Morgan, Deanna Carter, Trace Atkins, and Emily Ann Roberts will also perform. Shelton has partnered with Propeller to support the work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital through opportunities for exclusive experiences and prizes. Learn more at gsocomplex.com. Stay tuned to FYI Weekly for more happenings on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Guilford Works NC Works Career Center in Greensboro is offering expanded services by including dedicated young adult services. This is a strategic effort to provide essential resources to all job seekers in Guilford County. Young adult services will be offered at the following 3 locations: the Emerging Workforce Center located at 301 South Green Street in Greensboro, the NC Works Career Center in Greensboro located at 2301 West Meadowview Road, and the NC Works Career Center in High Point at 607 Idle Street. Skilled cross-trained staff will be available to assist both adults and young adult job seekers. This expansion aligns with Guilford Works' ongoing commitment to delivering comprehensive services to all populations and providing the support necessary to succeed in today's job market. For more information about the Next Gen program or to learn how to access resources, contact the NC Works Career Center in Greensboro at 336-297-9444, the NC Works Career Center in High Point at 336-882-4141, or the Emerging Workforce Center at 336-373-2448. Coming up after the break is our Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the city's Procurement Services Division. Congratulations are in order. The division received the 2024 Sustained Professional Purchasing Award. This recognition is presented each year by the North Carolina Association of Governmental Purchasing. It goes to member agencies exemplifying excellence in purchasing standards over the previous calendar year. The awards committee evaluates the use of technology, minority outreach, staff certification initiatives, customer and vendor training, and prioritizing environmentally sustainable practices. The awards presentation will take place next month during the association's annual banquet taking place in Greensboro. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM, 100.7 FM, and 90.5 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Talk City in Espanol. Plus, GTN is streaming on Cablecast. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.